More and more people are losing their patience. Nothing's happening. More and more people are feeling the pain. And more people are absolutely done with the never-ending movie. It's on TV. Ooh. And you stumbled across this podcast today, and you're absolutely done with the never-ending movie. Many people looked to Donald Trump and was expecting things to happen, and they find themselves in a never-ending loop. And if you're very agitated, if you're very upset, if you are feeling very uncomfortable, if you're feeling very uncomfortable, you're still sitting there. How you doing? You're feeling very uncomfortable today on this podcast? Well, good. There was a very important reason. There was a very important reason that nothing, quote unquote, has happened. And I'm going to be breaking this all down into this very powerful podcast today. People are done with Donald Trump. People are done with the never-ending movie. It's the song that never ends. And it will go on and on, my friends. Yeah. And I'm going to teach you today. What's up, Lowell? I appreciate everyone coming in the live chat today. Very powerful word today. This had to be the way because there is something that has resided in the subconscious of many people in the world. And there needs to be a shift. And only a small group of people were able to accomplish this shift in a post-2020 world. I know there was a lot of people waiting around in 2020. People that have watched my journey over the past few years. I didn't wait around. And what needed to happen was for everyday life people to switch their mode. And you needed to break free of clown world. Jen writes, the circus full of clowns in clown world. Are you done with clown world? Well, you better subscribe to this channel. You could click subscribe and I'll improve your everyday life. And we're live. I'm very grateful if you hit the like button. This pushes this word out today. If you're hearing me for the first time, you're going to learn something new today. And this is done by design. If it happens for us on a personal level, it will happen as society as a whole. You know, people are looking at a list. Nothing's happening. What's going on? And it's bubbling up inside. And this Heinrich metamorphosis that's occurring inside of you, this healthy anger, it's called. It's actually part of your spiritual immune system, as Dr. Gabor has told us. That healthy anger, when you see also certain people are put on the TV, right? Sometimes you gotta put them there and you gotta point right at them. Oh, look at this thing. Look at this creature. Look, and now you, the person that's observing this, you're the observer. You have to start figuring out, well, what are we actually allowing in our everyday life? Over the past few years, things have continued to drag on, and there is no savior. And what needed to happen, and I'm here to tell you, if you do not change, this will continue. It will never end. It will never end. And I know some people don't like that. But the design was to change something. Your life, your reality, your everyday life was hijacked for many years. And that's why it continues to drag on, because it exposes everyone for who they are. Over a year ago, I did a very powerful podcast, How God Reveals the Truth to You. A very big tsunami wave is coming in. Do you know this? Oh yeah, the tsunami wave is coming in. And prior to the tsunami wave coming in, the ocean pulls back and everything on the ocean floor is exposed. During this process right now, everything, every nook and cranny, you could see it all. We do not suggest that you sit there and observe the ocean floor. You must run away from, run very quickly away. These are the tsunami safety tips. You do not sit there and take a selfie in a real life tsunami. Run very far away from the ocean, okay? But for this metaphorical lesson right now, everything is being exposed, okay? A lot of people, Marcus, and that's the problem in this society. Look, squirrel, right? You're distracted. Instead of being real men, right? Instead of being the real divine feminine and actually doing. I'm here to teach you today. Most people react to a series of events that are completely outside of their control. You are conditioned to accept that as your reality. You are reinforced by social systems that teach us to look outside of ourselves. Ooh, I saw it on TV. It's got to be real. Yes. You are programmed by social systems, and they teach us to look outside of ourselves for answers and for personal salvation. However, the only person that could save you is yourself. You need to switch your mode, directions. You need to be awakened that you are the director and you become conscious of your creative powers when you are in this loop. And until you, the person that's getting this message, you are able to identify, can you identify a loop? Anyone that wants to comment, is there a loop that just keeps, and the dangling carrot just keeps going? And more people are done. They're tired. It's done by design. Why did you put when I teach the energy theme. Why did you put your everything into an external savior? That's why you're still sitting there. I share this on the channel, myself and, other divine masculine that have grown in the past few years. I'm very grateful that nothing happened. I'm very grateful because it gave me the opportunity, as this was the whole plan. This was the plan. It gave me the opportunity to fine-tune my skills, to grow, so that I can become a builder. And the way that this country and across the world, people needed to become builders. People needed to become aware of their creative powers and stop sitting there and putting your life force energy out to an external savior. Now, it doesn't mean that the person is good or bad. Person could be doing great things. Donald Trump could be doing great things, right? And the people behind the scenes could be doing great things. But there you are, you're sitting there, you're still sitting on the couch. Is Tom still on the couch eating nachos and cheese? Someone let me know. Is he still sitting there? No, because this will never happen, because the majority of you, not you that's listening, right? Maybe a person got triggered and tuned off. That happens on my messages. I'm very powerful, okay? Sometimes in life, God is going to show us and reveal to us what's inside. And when we look out into the world, right, we see people sitting around, we see people worshiping. I don't care who it is. You, the person that's getting this message, you need to be focused on yourself, God, and if you do have a family. Okay, we're all different people. There are single people. There are people in families. This channel and communities for the everyday life, man and woman's, for all people that are listening to this. I have a very important job to make this relatable to all people. I'm grateful for everyone hitting a like for that, right? Because anyone that hears these words, you know, we're all in a different situation in life, and God gave us a different journey. My journey is a very unique journey, and many people were taken out of their matrix roles and to do this work of God, to do this work, and you know, some people are called, some people they don't answer the call. Hey, God's here, He's on the phone. There it is. The phone's written out. You just sit there. You're sitting there scrolling on Instagram. You're sitting there doing all this nonsense, right? But what needed to happen was there needed to be change. And you know what? People could ignore this message. And I'll tell you, the more you ignore this type of word, this will continue to go on and on and on. People do not change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. Some people don't like it. There are many people that rose in the past few years. And that's why it's got to get real into, and that's why you say, oh, this doesn't, if you keep sitting there and you don't do anything, what are you doing? See, here on this channel, I give solutions to the community to actually change their life. There'll be people out there and they pump the fear and they do this, but there's no real solutions. So what we actually needed is for the divine masculine to rise, to be real, actual leaders. Get this through your head. A lot of people have done this work and studied the time period that we're in, especially if you live in the United States. Some people that we are a global community. We are all over the world. Where are you located? Let us know in the comments. Wow. But you need to get this through your head. We are in the fourth turning. We are in the fourth turning. Weak men created tough times. Are we in tough times right now? Tough times don't last, but tough light warriors do. I'm grateful. For me, it doesn't matter to me. No, this could keep going on and on and on and drag it out, because there's got to be a time period, and this continues to drag out. This continues to drag out because people did not do the inner work and growth. And there is a time period where there is enough people in this world that have disconnected from all the nonsense, from all the circus, from all the clowns. Bring in the clowns. There you are. You're still scrolling. You're still sitting. You haven't done anything. And you're still worshiping. There is something in the subconscious. I discussed the subconscious for people and for the collective. If you want to learn more about this, you could click subscribe at any time. Change your life today. If you are able to make it through the end of this message, your life will change today. I guarantee it. People did not see the truth. You were born into this matrix. I recently did a very powerful video how this is coming down this month. Once you reach this place, you can't unsee it. Once you see, you can never unsee. And there's people, I take the pulse of society. I discuss the ascension journey. We actually have a very powerful Facebook community. The link is down below if you would like to join in. And I observe. And I see people that get it, and I see people, what has happened in the world, okay? I have this is a channel and a message of empowerment to allow people to take back their life force energy, God-given gifts. And some people just want to, there are people, here it comes, all right? And if you've seen this human behavior, you let me know in the comments. There are people out on social media that would rather make AI-generated posts and videos and stuff and whatever their side is and they just post it instead of actually getting up and doing some work, actually building something, actually creating something. Do you see this? You could click the like to confirm. You could write a comment down below. All right, so it's always the low-hanging fruit. Some people don't want to get off the couch. Chris Mason 777 gets it. I appreciate you, Chris. There are people in this world, right? There are people in this world that will rather, and you're not doing anything. And there's a lot of complaining about the world, but what are we actually doing about it? Okay, David writes, those are the posers of the world. We got the light warriors on this channel, right? And we need to move forward today. It's always the power of now. It's, oh, don't worry. I remember this years ago, right? Don't worry. In April, this is going to happen. Oh, don't worry. This is going to happen. And over the course of time, I was given an opportunity to constantly sit, listen to the word of God. What am I supposed to build for other people? How are we moving forward? I was given this is great stuff. Wow. People from Sweden here. What's up, Eric? And some people actually suffer from Stockholm Syndrome, Eric. That's actually a thing. I appreciate you, Eric. I appreciate everyone being here. Now, there are very powerful things. I teach about the subconscious and the micro and the macro. There are people in the world that you're tuned in, and you know this for your own life. Things are happening in the background. That's your subconscious. Do you think, if you're studying this, right? Maybe you're on this channel, maybe you're new. The world itself, the reality itself, the collective consciousness of humanity itself, all of the United States itself, everything at a larger level has a subconscious. And the biggest change of all is the change that happens in the subconscious. You don't see it. It happens behind the scenes. And you're acting out. You're seeing things that are residual from a timeline that's already dissolved. You're watching it play out. And you're still interacting out there instead of going inside. That's actually the representation of the subconscious. You could sit here. Do you feel, if you're a person that's done work? See, I get some beta males that scroll into my comment section, and you said this and nothing ever happened and blah, 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 blah. You know, I could reflect on my life. My life is a public YouTube. Ooh, I'm on TV. You could look at my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel. Okay, what have you done in the post-2020 world? If you are a person that's sitting there and you say, well, nothing's ever happened. And maybe you see other people complaining. There's complainers and there's builders. There's NPC victimhood mode, or there's creator mode. At the end of this video, you will make the decision. People are done with the whole, why isn't Donald Trump doing this? How many people are seeing this, right? I could see on social media, I'm observing. Why isn't Donald Trump doing this? Why isn't Donald Trump doing this? Anyone would like to comment? So what are we doing one-on-one? Chad Spencer, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. Number one, I'm so grateful for that, Chad. I love you. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. Why isn't Donald Trump doing anything? Oh, the list is out. Why isn't Donald Trump doing? Oh, this is going. Why isn't Don? And I go out every day. Okay, I got to go out in clown world. The gas prices are through the roof right now, right? And you're going to get more and more uncomfortable. And then there's people that got to snap out of it. You got to wake up from the dream. You got to wake up from the dream today. Let this be the message. Let this be the message to wake you up from the dream. There's the gas prices. And that's why you're going to have to feel it. For most people, we feel it in our wallets. There's the gas price going up and up, going higher and higher. But the moral of the story is, who knows? Maybe it's going to go past 5. Maybe it'll keep going higher. Maybe it's going to get more intense. And the reason for this is because some people still have not yeah, you need to jump up on one foot, hop up and down, do all these, and you still haven't woke up. Yeah, Jack Roberts writes, there is no time. There are multiple realities that are out there. I know I speak very deep on this channel. This is for the conscious individual. If you think very deep, there are multiple realities out there. A lot of people do not understand what Donald Trump is. How you doing? If you still operate out of the matrix modality, you will be lost. This is a very powerful word today. And there will be, it's not my problem, you know it, there will be people that are left in the dust. You cannot get out of this year. This is a very potent, anyone that's new to me, this is the most important year in the history of humanity, and this is known as year 1. You have any questions? I have full videos on the channel page about it. Amy Sunshine Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. It is all done. We won. Celebration time. It's the celebration time. Rise up, elevate the world. I appreciate that, Amy Sunshine Ray. It is time for the sunshine. But some people need to break free. And what you need to do, some people go with the labels, they see all these things, and certain things need to be pointed out. I'm going to get very deep into this very spiritual aspect now. And a lot of people see the clown blonde lady. Here's the clown blonde lady. She's so angry, that lady. Okay. And some people still can't wake up because some people I saw them on TV. They see the false idols. There's the angry blonde lady. Okay. And what you're seeing, and as I discussed with many other divine masculine, there was a very deep lesson that many men in the United States needed to wake up from. Cliff, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. Cheers to you, Cliff. The clown, the character of the blonde lady on the TV that's so angry was to wake you up. But a lot of people still go with the labels. And I see this type of behavior. You know, my friends, my other awakened divine masculine see this behavior from fake people in society. A lot of people woke up to the what's actually plaguing the United States. Yeah. It's the spirit of Jezebel. Spirit of confusion. A lot of people saw this. And they woke up. I talked to so many men, and they see this clown on TV, and they're like, she didn't even care about her husband. Wow. And it woke a lot of men up. It woke a lot of men up. Who the heck do you have in your life, brothers? Who do you have in your life? A lot of men in the United States, I'm here to support you. You know, I'm a person, I stayed away from a lot of these deranged modern women that are out there that pretend to be so spiritual. How you doing? Right? No, they stole half your pension, right? No, they just moved that. They didn't even love you. The divine masculine, and I've shared this many times, okay? When you look up on these characters that are out there, they're teaching you something. And they're saying, wow, she didn't even care about her husband. Wow, there's the fireworks. There's the backflips. Hey, look at this. Look at the show. They don't even, so as a divine masculine, you got to wake up. Does this woman even care about you? Or they care about siphoning or being a parasite to what you have, brothers? Did you wake up to this? A lot of men woke up to this. When you see this whole song and dance, a lot of people say, well, why does this keep going on? Because some people can't wake up. Some people still glorify this clown that's out there, right? Luna writes, do the opposite of MSM. Absolutely. And that's where you have to start waking up. You got to start waking up. And that's why this whole production, see, if we are going to build, you're going to have to build appropriately. And there are many men and that's people, why isn't the country moving forward? Because there's a lot of things that are sabotaging. You can't move forward. And if you have a foundation of love, a lot of people were able to point out the hypocrisy and the derangement of what's going out there. If you are the divine feminine, And there are many on this channel. How you doing? The beautiful violet flame is in the chat right now. You are the backbone of the family, the backbone. And what we're seeing in the world is a revelation, okay? This is the apocalypse. What is the apocalypse? A great revealing. And you could go out there and you see this person glorified. And some people, just because someone holds up a Bible, some people say, oh, I love Jesus, oh, blah, blah, blah. They use it as a shield, bro. Wake TF up. You got to start feeling the energy. You better start connecting to people through content of character. You know, I have a lot of other single brothers, all right? And we go out in the world, and especially around here, we see these worthless modern women that pretend, I love Jesus, and they utilize these things as a shield, you know? And what are they actually doing? And how are they presenting themselves on Instagram? Right? And what are they actually doing with their lives? You got to wake up to this. And I know some people are going to get triggered by this, and I appreciate those that smash the like button. You got to wake up to this stuff. There's people that are going to portray themselves with a label. I'm so righteous, right? I'm holding up the Bible, right? But meanwhile, you're looking at the spirit of Jezebel. Wake TF up. We're about to go nuclear on this today. Did you wake up? And some people, you want to shove it under, and you could keep shoving it under. That's why God is going to allow this to drag out longer. The more, if you cannot deal with the elephant in the room, and that's why the show, and that's why the clowns there's more clowns, and it doesn't stop. The damsel, the this, the that, and all these other things. And there's the crazy blonde lady. She's so angry. And they always expose themselves. They always expose themselves. As I teach on this channel, don't talk about it, be about it. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. The clowns are going down. I'm reading the comments right now. It's just clown. That's clown. But the problem is there's still people that worship. They go, oh my God. Oh my God. And then if you're the person that's actually doing real actual work, real actual people, not the clowns, right? And that's why it's a like a possession, right? And if you don't understand these spiritual energies, you want to click subscribe. You should learn about monitoring spirits. Do you know about these things? These are real actual things that are going on in the world. And you'll see it. And there had to be a place inside and a time period. We had this time period. Some people did not go to the inner place. This was always about the inner place. It's never about the outside world. I'm watching this play out. I'm watching it play out, and I'll continue to watch it. And if humanity falls, and if the United States falls, right? If you're new, you should watch my full video, 1776 energy. It's always who? Who's the problem, light warriors? Who's the problem? Getting triggered? The problem is always you. It's time to wake up, rise and shine, wipe the crud out of the eyes. I know it's difficult to wake up. Sometimes we're very tired. Jeffrey Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. Know thyself. Know thyself. So during this process, more and more people, and again, it is done by a design because you still haven't woken up. Everyone's putting about complaining. Donald Trump's not doing this. Donald Trump's not doing that. What's the moral of the story? There has to be a shift. And that shift it comes from we the people. It always comes from we the people. Things happen in the background. And you don't see these things. This is the representation of the subconscious. You're a person that's getting this message, and you had to go through Heinrich metamorphosis over the past few years. And it was done by design, because even in my own life, I'm so grateful for the life that I have today, But your life and your old identity needed to be stripped away. What was your old identity? Your old identity was this identity, right? That you were a nobody. This old identity that it's only these people on the TV. And that's why the clown show gets worse and worse and worse. And they'll literally point them out to you. There's a lot, our family does a lot of pointing. We point them out. And people still, and they still want to worship. It's time to wake up. It's time to start building the country back. It's time to, and you, the most important thing is not something that you're going to do on the outside. That's why this channel is very powerful. It's always the quantum shift, the change is always on the inside. And sometimes it's going to have to get really intense. That's why we were doing this as the whole collective. It's gotten really intense over the past few years. And it's done by design. So when you, the chat is going by very fast right now. It's very important to walk away from disrespect. Okay. If you do not, you have to understand your self-worth. Okay. The path of the warrior knows how to wield. And if you're able to wield Mjolnir, okay, you have to understand these energies. If you do not live your life with the understanding that you are worthy, you will get lost in this upcoming year. It's a very intense year. It's year one. And as we move into year one, whatever is part of the old system, the dinosaurs, everything that's going extinct, right? It can't come with us. So that means that the programs that are running inside of you, they must be deleted, removed. And then once you switch these inner programs, this inner frequency, then we actually can move forward. People that are seeing this, right? So it's very difficult to do this because it's just part of this world that we live in. These are the literal energetics of the world. And we can see this played out right now. Until you are able to identify and see the loop yourself, you will never break out of it. You keep doing the same thing. You get triggered, you turn off. These are all the reasons why. There has to come a time period where we rise up and we don't say, why isn't Donald Trump doing this? Good, bad, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. The design is the only design that matters. And God will allow this to, you want this to keep dragging out? No, we don't. And it continues to, because people are still, if a person is still living the same way that they did in a pre-2020 world, if you haven't changed at all and you're still trying, and you're desperately trying to go back to old paradigms, right? A lot of egoic things, concerned about the modern life. The modern life is making you sick. I did a full video on that. That will pop up at the end of this if you haven't watched it yet. So powerful. The modern life is making you sick. There are so many people in this world. So many people. They disregard their own family. And most importantly, you have to understand this. This is not a selfish thing. You are disregarding yourself. You must go inside. This has to be the number one. And then when you are healed and charged up, then you go out in the world. Wishing things away, right? I come across a lot of people that get into the fake spirituality stuff, right? And they wish upon a star, but they don't actually do the inner work. They're waiting for an external force. Again, is it most people's, are they doing it, nefariously? No, you're programmed this way. But what we need to do is break through the triggers. You got to push through. In life, in the world, right? Like I've had a lot. You could click subscribe, check out my journey. Do you want to be healthy again this year? Click subscribe. There were events. There are quantum events. And I could reflect on my life. Okay, why didn't anyone help us in 2021? Why were we all we all lost our jobs because of this thing, so on and so forth, right? Whatever your situation was. But in the future, if you rose to some people can fold, and it forced us, when God puts you in this season, God's going to give you nothing. God's going to give you nothing. And the only reason why I'm here today is because God put me out in the wilderness. No help, nothing, zero. There you are out in the wilderness. No support. Funds could be taken away. And from that point, you will find your inner skills and you will rise. And what needed to happen was that interchange. Most people in the world react to these series events. I call them quantum events because you don't know. Oh, this seems so bad. It might be the greatest event for your life because of that event, because it was maybe a terrible thing, maybe because this is being dragged out so long. It was an opportunity. It was an opportunity, and some people did not take this opportunity. Why isn't this happening? Why? And again, it is frustrating, but there was a reason for this because people still don't wake up. When you put the control completely outside of yourself, and the system teaches you to do this. We talked about the Matrix the other day. This is the end of the Matrix. It is a real thing. It's not just a movie. The Matrix is real. Hashtag the Matrix is real. And then there are people, I give you the real stuff here on this channel, you're going to learn. People are programmed within their reticular activating system in the brain, and you are only programmed towards fear. That's why there is a literal, and I have people within our community, click like and subscribe today and break free today. Let me be the one. I got a tough job. I got to break you out of the loop, okay? You are programmed, as addiction. Mainstream news is an addiction to fear. Yeah. You got some of that fear, right? And there's people that watch here daily. You have to break free. You have to break free of that addiction. You can't see you're addicted to fear. Gong, there's the red on the screen. Gong, there it is. Breaking news. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't leave the TV. I got to sit here. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Got to break free today. Don't care if you're triggered, right? Got a big job to do. Got to wake you up today. Smash the like button to help other people wake up. You got to wake up today. You have to wake up today. Breaking news. Oh my God. I got to ignore my family. I can't go out in nature because I got to sit here. And the gongs keep going off, right? And it's the people on the TV, breaking news. I can't move. You can't move. Send this to someone today that needs to hear this. How you doing? I'm on your screen. I'm a break that loop today. And what I'm actually doing, I'm teaching you the science behind it. You are repeatedly going through a loop. And it takes a tremendous amount of energy. I have a lot of energy here. We have a lot of energy here to break you out of the loop. 95% of your life is running in the subconscious. It is the most powerful part. One day doesn't do it. It's about everyday life. Make this be your day one today. If you get this message for the first time, powerful stuff here. Make this be the day you break free of this loop. Portia Bull, thank you so much for the super chat. Portia Bull writes, let's go. LFG, baby. LFG. It is LFG season, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here, and we're primed, and we're ready to go. You must break the loop today, Sherry writes. I can sit here today in the attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful I'm grateful that this got dragged out. And it doesn't bother me because I took this time period to be real connected to God. Some people are spiritually unwell. We have spiritual health as well. Oh, there you are worshiping the spirit of Jezebel. Oh, look at that angry blonde lady. Oh, she's holding up the book. Oh, look at that. Oh, there goes the fireworks. Oh, wow, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Look, I'm going to watch the clown show. I'm too busy. I got to work every day. I got to train. I got to help my community. This is what we need. There's the beta male. There's the simp. They're looking at Jezebel's spirit. Got to wake up today. Someone's got to share this today. Someone's got to wake up today. If you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, why is the country in a position that it, don't blame Donald Trump. Don't blame Joe Biden. Don't blame any of these people. You got to wake up today. You got to move today. It's amazing. It's amazing. And this is what we need to do, especially if you're a divine masculine. You got to get up today. You got to shut the mainstream off. You put YouTube app on your smart TV. You watch YouTube every day. Okay, I'm here 9 a.m. Eastern. How you doing? I'm here. Got to wake up today. Got to break this spell today. And God gets upset. There you are. You cannot go by the labels. The spirit of Jezebel is right in front of your face. You don't see it, bro? What do they say? The clowns say, do as I say, not as I do. Start practicing what you preach. Start practicing what you preach. Wow. And that's why you had to see this clown world. It's a very big problem. Any type of, it doesn't matter what your family unit is like. You know, we respect all the different types of families in this world. I'm here to support everyone. You know, but all units have been, you look at this clown world and, I've said this, it's my top video in the past 6 months. Everyone made their choice. You will make your choice by the end of this podcast today. Everyone made their choice. You either choose unconditional love or fear, and then you will move forward. People don't choose unconditional love. They choose transactional love. And when you see that, is this BDE energy today? I appreciate that. I bring the BDE. Big divine energy. Yeah, I appreciate you. You have to break free of it today. It's all transactional love. Oh, I got the money, I got the business, I got half the pension, I got the home, I got the bag, right? It's all look, study hyenas, right? Look at lions. Are you a lion? Let me talk to you. Are you a lion or are you a hyena? Huh? So when you move forward in life, right? When you move forward in life, and that's why it's the never-ending movie, because not enough people have woken up. And all they do is sit and complain. Why isn't Donald Trump doing anything? This is a big problem in the world. Why isn't someone, what are you doing? At the end of the day, I know everything that I do, I bring solutions to people living their everyday life. We're going to move forward as a community. This was a powerful episode today, and I hope it inspires you to break free of the loop. More and more people are done with Donald Trump. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because you're not supposed to worship people outside of yourself. And people are sitting around, right? There's very, very wise people. I know everyone's watching. Everybody's watching, and they're shaking their head. And you say, right? There's Jesus shaking his head at you. And it's still, you got to stop worshiping, and you got to start doing, and you got to start actually creating. And that's why this continues to drag on. And it will continue. The movie is going to keep going on and on and on. And I'm here to tell you, it's already happened in the background. And that is the representation of the subconscious. Creation is already done. And we have created a brand new reality. I appreciate that. Janine, thank you so much for the super chat. Janine writes, always real blazing hot in here. Very grateful, Michael. I'm grateful for you, Janine. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the community support. Leave a comment down below. Are you done with the movie? Are you ready to take back your life? All right. And if you're ready to do that, you could click the subscribe button, and I'm going to teach you. Right. We're gonna be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Everyone on this channel. We're gonna have our 4 pillars ready to go. We're gonna have purpose in life. We're gonna have healthy relationships, not getting in a relation. Oh, look at the clown. That's why you see these things. It's put right in your face so that you wake up. And so many people say, "What? Hey, she didn't even love that man. She didn't gotta wake up. Oh my God, she didn't even love that." And they wake up, and that's why it's done by a design. You know, start going through your life with passion, with spirits. Some people are disconnected from their soul. Don't live your life like an NPC. Get up today. Live with passion. Live from the heart space. Okay? This was a powerful episode today. I love you all. And I'm very grateful. Before I get off, hit that like button. You know, say enough is enough by hitting the like button. I appreciate that. And we're here daily. And we're going to get that work done. We're going to rise up. We're going to start building every single day. And you have to, I'm sorry to tell you, you just have to reach this place. And that's why, you know, say, wow, look at all, but what about the support for our children? And everyone's sitting around. Wow, look at all this stuff. You gotta get inside. You gotta rise up. Everyone shared this video today. We've all had an I'm done. Are you done? And again, you have to reach this place. Again, you have to look at the overall energies. Not to say that someone is good or bad. The overall, I teach the energies of the world here on this channel. You gotta wake. God wants you to wake up. That's all I could say. People can't wake up. Heidi writes, enough is enough. Enough is enough. All right, everyone shared this today. Don't be afraid to share it today. Let's get 1 million people to watch it today. Wow, what a powerful episode. All right, get strong, get with it. We'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Check out the videos that pop up on the screen at the pinned comment. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Love you guys. Bye for now.